I can show you the world. Shining. Daryl. What? I'm filming. Can you please? No. Yeah. I am so sorry for that, guys. Okay, hey, welcome to a new review. This time it's going to be a review plus a comparison. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you which one you should get. The regular released Morgan or the 2-pack Morgan. Now, just right off the bat, there aren't many differences. I'm just going to say that like right out here. The main differences are paint applications and some slight accessory changes. But we will go over that in a second. First, let's take a quick look at the new figure here. So, let me get shed some light on this subject. And yeah, he's covered in blood. That's the first change. So as you can see, the regular version has like absolutely no blood on him. I think maybe on his shoelaces that's supposed to be blood, but this one much more bloody. And then even on his little staff here, there's some blood, and it's very bright blood. It looks a little bit more like he's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, you know, Leatherface, and less like a zombie killer, because zombies tend not to have the freshest blood, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, McFarlane, I think they kind of messed up here, because if there's going to be blood on Morgan, I guess this is Morgan when he was still bad and killing humans. But wait, that wouldn't make sense. He didn't have his staff at that point. Maybe this is just a twig that he picked up before he learned how to do the karate crap. I don't know. I think the blood looks a little too bright. It could definitely be like, if it was a little bit more brown and black, I'd like it more. But as it is, it's nicely painted. It has a thickness around here, but as it gets like further down the leg or on the arm, it gets a little more sprayed, like arterial spray type, and I like that a lot more. It's more subtle down here. I like that blood, but then on the back there's like absolutely none. I'd like some blood on like the butt there, because I mean he would sit down in blood, or sit and then back of his legs, back of his elbows from leaning on something. Come on, there should be blood all over him. If we're gonna get an exclusive bloody version, might as well just like go all out on the blood, right? I mean, what are we saving here? But yeah, so that's the main difference, just the blood right there. And the staff is different. Now, another difference is he came with this little folded down hood that stuck out. Unfortunately, this is my brother's thing, and it fell off and disappeared. I'm not sure if that happens to too many people, but it's supposed to be firmly glued onto there. But on this one, it just came right off. But because of that, you can put the hood from the original Morgan on, and I don't know, I kind of prefer it this way. This way you can have it just like him, the other one there, but normally you would not be able to do that, and you would have this piece sticking out, and it sticks out like really weird, like it's defying gravity, and that's so that when the backpack's on, it would just like set on top of the backpack. But that's a bit of a down point right there. So if I were to actually like get this one to customize it a bit, first thing I'd do is rip that off anyway. So that's not a problem for me, but for you guys, sorry I can't show you that, but trust me when I say that's a bit of a down part. So now the difference between their accessories, other than the blood on those, is there's blood on his rifle, which this is a new sculpted rifle, of course, and I like that the handles are sculpted smaller. Of course, the articulation on these figures does not allow handheld, double hand-holding machine gun grips or anything. They can't really look like they're holding the guns right, and I have trouble getting them in a position where they can hold the staffs right alone. So overall, I wouldn't recommend the Morgan figure too much, just because he's lacking articulation, and that's basically all. I mean, his sculpt is good, the paint's fair, so if you're gonna get a Morgan figure though, let's see which one you would prefer. So yeah, the blood on this is uber bright. I mean, this is brighter than the clothing blood. In comparison, really, let me pull this up here. This looks like a little too bright. Like, more like nail polish. He's trying to look tough, so he just sprayed some of his mommy's nail polish on there. But unfortunately, I'm not sure how he would get blood on there, so he didn't even do it in the right way. What a mess up. But anyway, nice rubbery strap on this, and it's the same on both rifles. This is his rifle, and the bloody one is the 2-packs. And yeah, that's regular. It's got the nice scope, but just the blood, that's the only difference. So there's the other difference. And then the backpacks are completely the same. It goes on, let me take this off. It goes on like this, straps on around here, and then you gotta sort of mess around with it to get that piece in there. And then it's strapped on. And that looks fair. His arms can't really go down all the way, so he's like that kid in Christmas Story where he can't get his arms down. Ralphie! Yeah, obscure reference there. But then you can, if you have the original Morgan here, or the regular Morgan, he comes with this ski mask, and you can still swap that mask onto this bloody Morgan, which is nice, except for unless you have both of these versions, you won't be able to have ski mask on bloody body, because the bloody version does not come with the ski mask, which is the first of the down points for this, other than the brightly red paint stuff. That's something that I think this Morgan has better. His head accessory is a cool one, and he also comes with this headpiece here, which he does not have. So that's two things that this one doesn't have, whereas the only accessories that he comes with are these two bloody accessories and the backpack. This one comes with a backpack, a head, this hoodie part, the staff, and the machine gun. So yeah, in accessories, this guy's better. But let's take a look at the face paints. Maybe that'll make up for it, because as we know, the Morgan figure did have pretty bad face paint, right? Let me pull this up. Which one looks better? This is the original version. This is the newer one. I'm gonna say I keep saying original. This is the regular pack. This is the 2-pack, and the regular pack is better painted. His hair is darker. This one looks a lot more patchy if you take a look there. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me pull in the light. Yeah. So the hair is more patchy, and the face looks kind of gray. Like, the regular version has more color to it. This one looks like he's seen a lot of crap and he's just turned gray from the horror of it, which kind of fits in with his bloody clothing. But then again, his neck is less gray and more this skin tone here. So yeah, the head is not as well painted. So that's a bummer. That wasn't improved on. So basically, in comparison, the regular release version is much better. The only things different are the paint and the lack of accessories. So this one doesn't actually have much going for it. What he does have going for him is he came in a 2-pack with a figure that you can only get in the 2-pack, as well as a little, like, playset type piece. I guess it's like a decorative piece. I guess huge accessory, I'll describe it as, yeah. And that will get its own separate review, as well as the walker, which is coming up. But anyway, I would definitely recommend the regular release over the 2-pack release. So if you want the zombie that comes with this guy, then sure, pick it up. You don't necessarily have to have this guy with it. You could probably get it on eBay separately, but let's say you do get this guy and you already have this one, you don't really need this one. If you have him, you can sell him, you can trade him, you can throw him away, whatever you want. But I wouldn't recommend keeping a hold onto him, just because I don't think he's going to be worth much money in the future, as well as he's not a very good figure. Now, let's just do a quick articulation look here. Arms can move up, not quite to a right angle. Arms can't bend to 90 degrees. They can do a spin at the shoulder, and at the elbow they can do a spin, 360 spin, move up and down. The wrist has 2 points of articulation, I think. 1 point of articulation in the spin area, and it can do the rolling dice pose as well as the scratch at a door pose. And that's the same on both arms, just about exactly the same. As well as his legs can kick out in a sort of splits type style, but not quite. That's about as much as a regular human could do though, so yeah. And then kicking forward, he can't do much. He can look like he's on a hike, just using his stick here and he's hiking. Yeah. But if he were running away, he would be the slowest guy, I think. Just because that knee needs to be picked up more. And it's the same on both sides here. So sitting down is not really a thing for him. Let me grab something here. It's the sit down vehicle, and I will show you guys why he can't sit down. See? He's not going to be doing any driving really, unless he just like lays over here and has someone do the gas for him maybe. So no sitting down for him. Knees can bend to a 90-degree angle, which is good. Can do a 360 spin. No, yeah. 360 spin at the knee, and then the ankles have like slight bit of movement, but I wouldn't really call it articulation. So that's nice. And then his head, I don't know if I said that, 360 spin, can look down fair amount, can look up quite a bit depending on how you move it, and it can do that head pivot, which is kind of cool. You can get it in a curious pose like, what's going on, man? Why am I covered in human blood instead of zombie blood? Why? Yep, so tell me what you guys think. Which one do you prefer? I mean, I definitely prefer the regular release, but this one does still come with some interesting items. Like, I do like the blood. My complaint is that it's too bright, but still, it's cool to look at the blood. Anyway, make sure to check out my other videos, guys. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure to stick around. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.